People, Deluded, I'm back again. Now, on Monday, FA Cup time, Arsenal play Portsmouth. Portsmouth are obviously at home. We travel to Fratton Park. Yeah, people, obviously, if I sound a bit deflated, I'm still coming to terms. Obviously, I've accepted the Europa League result, but for me, it's the manner of that defeat which really left me with a degree of emptiness. But it is what it is. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. The FA Cup, while it... Listen, I don't want to disrespect the FA Cup, because similar to United, if you're an Arsenal fan, we've got a lot of history with that trophy. It's a competition. Our manager Arteta has won it as a player. I'm sure he would want to win it as a manager and claim his first, trophy as a manager. There's enough reasons for us to want to win that. It's a cup game. Listen, we can't go out of 2 cups in as many not days, but as many days, for want of better phrases. In the manner we did. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We can't. Like, if nothing, I mean, an FA Cup is not going to say we had a good season, but I mean, it's a trophy at the end of the day. Yeah, there's really not much more to say on that. We just need to put pride in the shirt, put respect in our performance. We've been laughed at and mocked as a club for the last couple of days after obviously humiliating ourselves against Olympiacos. Don't let it happen against Portsmouth, because Portsmouth should believe they can do it. Portsmouth have nothing to lose. If we win, no one bats an eyelid. If Portsmouth lose, how far are Arsenal declining? And you lot can see the amount of headlines that is going to get drawn. In relation to rotation and stuff like that, I think this will be the first time Arteta can really rotate the side, because against Olympiacos, no excuses. We were all screaming, name the strongest lineup, and he did. But it did look like there was tired legs out there. And obviously on the Saturday, we'll be playing against West Ham, so we need to, while that's a big break, a decent amount of time to recover, we've got to save legs and stuff. Just quick statistics. Portsmouth haven't beaten Arsenal in any competition since winning a league game 5-4 in March 1958. They've drawn 8 and lost 13 of their last 21 meetings between the two sides since then. When not a top-flight club themselves, Portsmouth lost their last 5 FA Cup ties against Premier League opponents since beating Forest in 98-99. Arsenal have progressed from all 3 of their previous FA Cup ties against Portsmouth, with the most recent one coming in the quarter-final in 2003-04, where we won 5-1. Arsenal have progressed from their last 12 FA Cup ties against sides from the 3rd tier or lower since losing 2-1 to Wrexham in January 1992. Portsmouth are looking to reach the quarter-final of the FA Cup since 2009/10, when they reached the final. In relation to their last couple of games, people, in their last 6 games in all competitions, most recently, at the time of making this vid, they beat Portsmouth beat MK Dons 3 goals to 1. Prior to that, they lost 1-0 to Fleetwood Town. They played in the Football League Trophy, in which they won 3-2 in the semi-final against Exeter. Prior to that, won 2-0 against Shrewsbury. And in no order, they lost to Coventry and they beat beat Transmere. So that's what? 1 win, 2 win, 3 win. I can't count. 1 win, 2 win, 3 win, 4 wins. 4 wins in their last 6, people, and 2 defeats. So that's not the worst of form, people. And they should be looking to come in and wreak havoc on us. And listen, what I don't want to see is disrespecting the side. I don't want to see an arrogance in assuming we're going to go through again because we're Arsenal and they're Portsmouth, in the same way I saw that against Olympiacos. There really isn't much to say in this preview, people, other than I think there's going to be some rotation. And last night, I still need to do the review of the 23s versus City, but you saw Maitland-Niles, Holding, Reece Nelson and Pablo Mari all get some minutes in that game. Again, they all played on the Friday. Will they play on the Monday? I'm not sure. I'd imagine so. So in relation to my lineup, let me edit it. I'm going to go Holding, because I got Marie, but I wasn't saying Holding. I was saying Socrates, but might as well give him a run out. It's a shame for Saka. But in relation to the lineup, I'm going Martinez in goal, Maitland-Niles at right back, Holding and Pablo Mari centre halves. Saka's going to just have to do a job at left back because Kolasinac isn't about. Tierney's going to return to training. So is Suarez, but it's too early for them. Unless he was to play Mustafi right back and put Maitland-Niles on the left. But I'd go with Saka. So I've got Martinez, Maitland-Niles, Holding, Pablo Mari, Saka in midfield, Joe Willock, Matteo Guendouzi, Lucas Torreira. Up front, I'm going with Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah and Martinelli, people, in no particular order. That's my lineup. It all depends on how fit Reece Nelson is. If Reece Nelson isn't fit to start, then I'd probably give it to Pepe to play again. But there's really not much more to say, man. I do think we're going to see some rotation. We owe it to ourselves to win and advance in the FA Cup. We need to get over the disappointment of the Europa League, because crying isn't going to change the result, people. So hopefully on Monday evening we get a decent result. Will we? We'll have to see. But in relation to my preview, there isn't much more to say, so I'm going to get out of here. Deluded, I'm out.